Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me for this All Signs Tarot reading. Let's see what we can get into this time. You know the drill. This is a community read, so if it doesn't resonate, that's all good. No worries. Maybe it's not time for that. I don't know. We'll find out though. This is like my umpteenth time trying. So, you know how it goes. It'll either work out or I'm just going to do something else with my day. Hey! All right. Cutting the archetypes. Let's see what shall be the first card for today's message. Boom. The Orphan. Ooh, stippling. I love stippling. I just began a new stippling piece, personally. Some may refer to it as pointillism, the actual art form. I was taught stippling back in high school, so I stick to it. Don't mind me. It's been a while, so I'm reminding of how slow it can be. Boop, but that's why I love it. I consider it like a trimming of the bonsai tree, if you will. So, the wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. To study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage, of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact that we all share this care wound, this core wound and dilemma. It is normal to fear this card, as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift you could imagine giving to others? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is most needed, dear one. Right? The things that tend to get reactions out of us, especially those visceral ones, should probably explore that, because it's probably for a reason, fam. Some people don't like being uncomfortable. They don't like having to dwell in truth and live in truth, but I mean, we're all in reality, right? Whether we want to be or not. It's such a weird vibe today. I'm having a hard time. I'm struggling to like put things. I mean, I'm usually listen, I'm a writer. Can you just let me edit, please? There was a kitty here when I began, and she swiftly abandoned me. She was like, girl, you get way too passionate when you do this shit. I mean... All right, believe in your own magic, Oracle. Oh, yeah. Do it for you, fam. Not somebody else who's telling you how to live your life. Like, it's kind of like I just felt that, or, you know, like when someone says you can't love others unless you love yourself. And it's like, well, then what the heck have I been doing this whole time, right? I think that you could love others. I just think it's completely different from when you're able to love yourself. It's just a different vibe, right? Because love, real love, true love is unconditional, right? So I feel like there's a freedom to love when you're able to love yourself, because your love for yourself and how you feel about yourself isn't reliant on someone else. And that is completely enabling. For lack of better words, as per usual. I just want to edit, okay? When it comes to healing and recovery, make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for somebody else. Becoming too dependent on other people will only end in disappointment. People leave, friends drift, family members become estranged. Your reason needs to be bigger than them, and believe it or not, you are important enough for them. I'm feeling this vibe of like, in one of my first attempts for this recording, I mentioned that if we as children aren't shown respect, like from our parents, both or just one of them, how are they to expect us to respect them? If we don't even know respect, how can we respect, right? That's just bullying and abuse, quite frankly. So sometimes there are those of us who are raised to constantly take care of others. Our ability to be happy and enjoy our life becomes so dependent on others because we're raised under such control and dictation that we aren't really raised to know anything else, right? So we can kind of play along for a while, and we may hit that point when, it can become very important for us to have some kind of semblance of control. If that's even a word, semblance. When in reality, it's almost like, well, I'm alive out of spite. You know what I mean? It's not quite the same. It's still an illusion. It's still us being trapped and tethered and not quite ourselves, right? Someone let you down. Oh, they match, fam. Someone let you down when you were younger. Or at some point, it was something that affected your ability to really heal and be yourself and see who you truly are, or at least be able to flourish, right? Whether it's, am I just thinking of codependency, right? Where like it's with the way the planets are doing their thing right now has been such a, and we're in Scorpio season at the time of filming this. Like, this is such a transformative time for so many of us. And either way, it's going to affect you because guess what? You're human and you're from the universe. You're of the earth. So whether you agree or care to, admit it or see it or not, you're still affected in your own way. It's just going to be different for some, and it looks different on you, and that's okay. But you need to live for yourself. You need to heal for yourself. Regardless of what you want in the future, regardless of what your present and your past have ever looked like. Being able to care for yourself and love yourself and fulfill yourself is not synonymous with being a piece of shit human being. The fact that, like, I feel like too many of us, it's been about serving and tending to and caring for others. And there may be people in your life right now who are just so used to your support, just so used to you being their cheerleader, and you're realizing they haven't, you know, like, it's one thing if a person is going through something right now, right? If our friend or whoever, a bestie, if you will, is having a moment in their lives where they're just not able to be a very good friend because they need to take care of themselves right now. Maybe they had a kid and they, you know what I mean? They have every right for their focus to be on that child. That's, you know, it's like, meh, you know, because when you're not taking care of your kid, you really need to be taking, you know, making sure that you're keeping up with yourself, right? With your own self-care and stuff, whether it means getting a hair trim, shaving your legs, or not, taking a bubble bath, or not, going for a dang walk and enjoying that sunset all by yourself for a change. Whatever any of it is for you, right? I'm just throwing things, you know, on the table. Possibilities and stuff. But then there are those that you realize, no, this is a personality trait. This is how they always are. And fam, love is unconditional. Okay? Learn true respect. Clarification time. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna stop babbling now and move on to the tarot. How about that? Let's go. What is a clarification? It just feels, I'm feeling this struggle of trying to manifest, trying to move on, trying to evolve, and yet feeling like you're just going uphill the whole time, and you're wondering when you're at least going to reach another plateau. You know what I mean? It's like suddenly those old plateaus don't seem so bad because at least it was chill at times. But just in my head heard it's always darkest before the dawn. I mean, depends on where you live. What time of year is it, bro? Like, come on. I keep seeing the 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. There's been such lack. I feel like once upon a time, you may have, at least someone may have known, you know, been able to, like, say you had a great childhood and you never had to worry about the adult things like bills and who's coming into your home that either of your parents are bringing in, right? Or either of your parents being a predator, right? But then at some point in your adult life, having the rug pulled out from under you and getting to find out the hard way. Life of lack, whatever that is. And whatever version it may be for you, whether it's childhood, adulthood, or not, trying so hard and working so hard to your skills, your business, your whatever you're devoting your time and energy to, mastering. It's because you never want to be there again. You never want to feel that way again. A lack of control, a lack of finances, a lack of, you know, whatever, a lack of family. The 5 of Pentacles has a tendency to be lack, right? And the 8 of Pentacles is just absolute, it's just studious. It's just, you know what I mean? Shutting out the world and mastering your, working really dang hard. Some fell, they fell right into my sleeper. And the first card I'm seeing is the High Priestess. Intuition. The 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. That's cool. there's a sense of freedom that I'm feeling from this. The Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Fool. Those are some interesting cards right there, fam. 2 sixes. 2, 3. 3 and 3 go into 6, and 2 is an even number like the 6. And that's the other odd. There's a wanting to be free, to move on, looking beyond whether you're going to travel internationally or, you know, whatever. A freedom that's like childhood, you know, like I was saying, not having to worry about bills, not having to worry about what people think of you. But you worry about others. You want a balance to things, right? And yet you also want to explore. You want to go on adventures. Maybe there's something new coming up and it's your intuition leading you the whole way. Interesting. Okay. That tells me it's time to cut the deck, actually. What is chapter 1? 2 of freaking swords. Okay. So, what is it that you don't want to see? There's something that you don't even see right now. Or are you refusing? What are you blocking from your heart? What kind of new beginning is this? Is it because you're trying to fulfill this and you're like, okay, I'm not putting up with that crap anymore? Or is there something coming up that you can't even see right now and it's really hard to visualize stuff that you don't know, that you've never experienced before? Like Neville Goddard saying, hey, I want you to imagine, I want you to envision and really feel how you would feel if you had all of your manifestations, if you were living the life that you wanted to live. Maybe you're like, I mean, how? If I don't know it, how can I imagine it? How can I envision it? How can I live within it? It's the unknown. What if there's fear in the unknown? How do you defend yourself? How do you protect yourself? How do you even prepare? I mean, you're holding 2 swords, so I'm just saying. Justice. That's interesting. Doesn't Lady Justice tend to have a blindfold on? Maybe there are legal things taking place. Maybe balance is being restored. That's been a theme lately. We got another 3, fam. And it's a card for celebration. I'm feeling a longing, though. Okay, so my question to you is, what if you're blocking out what does belong to you? The friends that you could be making because you're struggling with this healing process, right? I would like to think that this is a matter of I've learned better and now I'm not going to put up with that crap anymore. And justice coming in to say, boy, howdy, you don't fucking have to. Yay. Right? There it is again. It has returned to us. All those people, man, I shuffled some more, and then I shuffled some more. And the 8 of Pentacles is like, no, I'm not going away that fast. I'm a part of this discussion. So whatever it is, you are working hard. You've separated yourself from others for a bit. Maybe instead of hanging out with friends, you're studying, you're working on something, you're determined. And it's getting your your time and energy. You're not messing around. What's going to come underneath the Two of Swords? The Three of Pentacles. Okay, so if you're not playing around with jackasses and people that you were raised to put up with without even realizing that that's what was going on, then, you know, like, I don't know, my question is, I guess, like, what if that's what's coming? What if that's the future? Because it's not, it doesn't have to be, pardon me, I didn't mean to flip you off there. It doesn't have to be an actual person, right? It could be you, shoot, right? If you're not willing to put up with the BS anymore and you're ready to grow and have new beginnings, then it's your time to sparkle and shine, right? Because you care. You want everyone in the kingdom to thrive. You want to enable people to thrive, right? Is that what you're building toward? Is that what you're hoping for? You want to provide for your family and everyone? Mm-hmm. You sure do. You're bringing home the... I don't want to offend anyone by saying bacon. Did you know that they say that the way the human body responds to bacon is, what is it, like the same, for lack of better words, I don't think I'm using the right words, forgive me fam, but hopefully you know what I mean, but those endorphins, those chemicals that, you know, are the same things that people are going for when it comes to things like drugs and such. The dopamine rush, right? I'm going to bring my feet on up, don't mind me. Like, you are such a hard worker. We have two freaking cards here that are showing that you are a really hard worker. You put your everything and your all into your work. And the 10s represent the end of a cycle. I love how the 10 is coming up underneath the 11. That's pretty darn spiffy there, fam. We have another 2. The 2 of Pentacles. That's a lot of Pentacles coming up underneath the 3 of Cups. That's... we have a lot of matching cards that are cards that go very well together. Balance is being restored, and you are playing your part in that, fam. Rightfully so. This is your life, and this has become so incredibly important. I have a lot of Libra in my chart. I don't know about you, my rising, my freaking Venus. I'm pretty sure my Mars is also Libra. Like, goodness gracious, boosh, I told you that's a lot of Pentacles. That's 2, oh my god, that's 2 10s. Oh my god. Okay, listen, are you kidding me right now? What was I just thinking of? Your hard work is going to pay off. Is that what it is? Don't freaking distract me right now. Hey, I got there eventually. Man, I should just start putting these suckers out before I forget to say anything. And then just go off of the whole story instead of chapter by chapter, man. To say to choose your own adventure. Or is it? Goodness gracious. And the 10 of Pentacles is falling underneath the 8 of Pentacles. Fam, this is all working out. This is actually another encouraging reading. That's just the vibe lately, man. That's just the vibe. Like, you've got this. What are you worried about? The worst is behind you. All of that crap that you're so worried about happening, it's not even gonna have a chance to happen now, fam. The balance is being restored. The balance has been restored. And you made that choice. You made it happen. This is all you and your hard work. You brought this to fruition. You said, loud and clear, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And the universe freaking heard you and said, okay, let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking party. Balance restored. Let's go. Let's go. It's all coming to fruition. It's all working out. You know what to do, and you're doing it. And no one gets to take that from you. This is yours. What's the epilogue? The world, fam. The world. Are you kidding me right now? The freaking world. We have the 11 and the 21, baby. These are very particular major arcana coming up. The balance has restored, and now you get to flourish. You get to thrive. How many cards need to be in here? I should probably, I mean, they don't even have, oh, they do have nipples, sorry. What else do you need, right? You are so burnt out. You are so tired. These burdens have been on your shoulders for a while now, haven't they? The cycle is complete. You're going to boosh right on out of here. You've got this in, like, that's, I feel like that's all I ever say to you, because that's all the cards. That's all that's up there. Every day, all day. The message of the day is you've got this. The universe supports the shit out of you, whether you feel it or not. You know, what do they say about like Satan and demons? They say you don't have to believe. They believe in you. I say it like that because I don't believe in demons anymore. I don't believe in it the way I did when I was raised as a Christian. It's just not the same to me anymore. This is a very pentacle heavy deck, and very, very specific pentacles indeed. Look at this. Like you were craving balance, and balance you shall receive. Balance shall happen. And so you've worked hard and diligently, and you're mastering whatever the heck it is that you're working on. You have not been messing around. No distractions. No distractions. Get out of my face. You have shut out the world and put in all of that hard work. All of that hard work, fam. I'm going to cry. You've been working so freaking hard. Please remember to breathe. Please remember to come up for air, fam. And it's all working out. It's all coming to fruition. Where in the heck were they? No, they were like this. And now the world is in the palm of your hand. Where shall we go next, fam? What shall we do? Because the possibilities are officially endless. You are a magical being, and magic surrounds you, whether you believe it or not. What's the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Knight of Swords. That's the fastest knight in the tarot. So whatever it is swift. Is coming in swift. You are not, and or this can just represent, like, you know what I mean? That you're not, like, get out of my face. Get out of my face with this crap. I'm not getting distracted by you ever again. You've wasted enough of my time, and I let you. I'm not letting you anymore. Get in line, right? You don't get to tell me who I am. You don't get to tell me how things are. I've done nothing but show you love and respect, and you insult my intelligence? The fuck off. You are your own white knight. You don't need anybody else to save you. Boosh. Fam, what are the extra notes for this incredible reading? Thank you so much if you're still here. It took me a minute to get there, but I got there as always. I myself like adventures. All right, let's cut this deck. Ooh, someone a heartbreaker. Listen, if they were, I don't see the Five of Swords, but I'm going to say it. If they didn't fuck around, they wouldn't have found out. My notes on this are, it's okay. They don't deserve you. They can just get on. They can just get on. Who's the Pisces? Huh? Is it you? Feeling everything so deeply. There's a lot happening with you that people just, they don't even know. Like, not only is it just them making assumptions and being unable to look past the tip of their own nose, but even those close to you don't quite know what's going on with you, do they? And at the bottom of the deck, go ask Alice. Logic and proportion. Maybe, maybe you've been struggling to find out what the crap is going on here, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you're wandering aimlessly through the woods, through the whatever the heck, and there's this looming presence of judgment and execution, for heck's sake, coming through or looming over you, right? When you're not even doing anything wrong, you're on an adventure. You chose this adventure, and you're going to come out the other side. And you'll have so much more wisdom gained because of it. Like, you're really freaking smart. But you're also, part of that is being open to other, you know what I mean? Like, you can hear others. You're capable of listening to others and not losing yourself in it now. Whatever your upbringing was, however you were trained before. You're able to be secure in yourself because of these adventures that you've gone on throughout your life. They've all culminated to this. It's all a part of you now. As trippy as it's been at times, or, you know, you know what I mean? Hopefully you know what I mean. Dang, this has been so all the frick over the place. Fam, thank you so much for your patience. I'm trying to be patient with myself today. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! It's been a weird time. I went like 2 days in a row without even doing a single tarot reading, and I feel like my cards are mad at me or something. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what the heck. I myself needed that breather, you know what I'm saying? To just take a minute so that we can go that final distance, because you're almost there, fam. They're so close to home, and they're not giving up. And neither are you, thank goodness, because you deserve to reap these rewards. You deserve to enjoy this harvest. But let me tell you something, it's not just this season that is going to work out for you. This is your legacy. This is the rest of your life. Where shall we go next, fam? You've got this. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll try to be more patient with myself. And always remember that I love you.